Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Sexy Bitch podcast. We are here. We are ready. We are ready to roll. Let me bring up my notes. Amazing episode for you guys today. I'm really, really excited. I've got my notes ready for the podcast. Before going live, I dropped a glass, so I had to clean that up. And when you're in the zone to do something and then something else gets in the way. So that happened. But we're here, we're rolling. Welcome. If you're new to the podcast, hello, welcome, yay, let me know. And be sure to subscribe if you enjoy this episode. If you're a follower of mine and you're just a fan, thank you so much for following me. I appreciate it. So let's get stuck into today's podcast episode. So today we're going to talk about creating your new weight loss story. Okay. This is so important because a lot of us don't think, we think the experiences of our past dictate our future. Okay. We think that how things have been are going to be how they always are in the future. And we draw off our experiences, and that's natural, right? We draw off our experiences to dictate what's going to happen, what's possible, what's not. The problem with this is a lot of us keep repeating the same cycle and expecting different results. We're doing the same thing in regards to weight loss, even if it's trying a different diet. I'm going to explain to you why that doesn't matter. You're doing the same things over and over, not changing anything, and you're expecting things to be different. You're expecting your weight loss results to be different and show you different. And then you blame yourself for things not working out when it's got nothing to do with that. So let's jump into this episode today, creating your new weight loss story. If your experience of weight loss has been one of disappointment, has been one of frustration, then this episode is for you. Okay, so how your weight loss journey has been in the past, how it's felt, does not need to equal your future. All right. But we've got to do the things that will allow it to be different, which means we need to do something different. Okay, which is what I'm going to share with you today, how to do that. So our reality reflects how we feel and what we believe, right? And what we believe dictates the story that we tell ourselves and the filters through which we live life through. Okay, so this is so important. Okay, I need you to understand everything that you have in your reality right now is because of the stories that you're telling yourself. And the stories that you're telling yourself are because of the beliefs that you hold. And the beliefs that you hold are not true, but when you believe them, they become true for you. Okay, your beliefs are not true, but they feel true because you believe them over and over and over again, and you solidify them. And that's what makes them true. That's what makes them feel so true, because then you gather evidence, bias. We gather evidence of what we feel is true. And we're like, see, it is true though. When I start a new diet, I always fail. And I'm like, yeah, but do you believe that you're going to fail? Yes. Are your thoughts thinking that you're going to fail? Yes. Do you do things that are inevitably going to cause you to fail? Because that's what you believe is going to happen. Right? Our beliefs are so important. And this is why I talk about mindset mastery is so important when it comes to weight loss. Psychology of weight loss, it's 99% of the problem, I believe. Like it's a big thing you need to focus on, but the diet industry is not focused on looking at this. They're focused on the nutrition part. And so when women come to me, they come to me through having tried everything, quote unquote, everything. But all they've done is just repeat different diets, and that's not trying everything. That's one piece of the puzzle when it comes to weight loss, but it's not everything. So you've tried everything in relationship to nutrition mastery, perhaps, right? But you haven't touched on the other areas that are important for weight loss. And mindset mastery is one of those areas that is so important. Okay. So I want you to take inventory. Okay. I want you to take inventory. And this is something that I do with the girls in the Sexy Bitch Academy. Take inventory of your weight loss journey thus far. Okay. I don't like to do too much work in the past unless we have to, but this is one of those times that we do have to. Okay. I want you to take inventory on how your weight loss experience has been for you. So we're going to start with how weight loss makes you feel when you think about it, how it's felt for you in the past, how you feel about it now. Okay. Before you start a new diet and you begin your weight loss journey again, I'm going to stop you, listen to this podcast, and we're going to go deep into these things first before you start anything else. Otherwise, you're going to just keep repeating the same shit. Okay. So take inventory, get a notepad out, get your phone out. How do you feel about weight loss in general? I want you to write out all your feelings about how it's been for you, how you've experienced weight loss. And feelings are one word, so they shouldn't be these long ass sentences. Feelings are one word, okay? So hard, challenging, anxious, frustrating, disappointing. What else have I got here? Hopeless, uninspiring, unmotivating, miserable, depressing. How has your weight loss experience felt? Okay, so that's the first little tangible activity that I want you to do. Okay, journaling prompt. Number 2, what thoughts come up for you around losing weight? So when you think about losing weight, what thoughts come up? Like, what do you tell yourself? Or what have you told yourself before? So here we're getting an insight into how you view weight loss right now, because we cannot change our future by keeping the same stories that we hold, keeping the same belief system. If we want to change something in our lives, we have to change our belief system. Okay, we have to change something, and our belief system is one of those things we have to change, because our beliefs create our reality, right? So what thoughts come up for you around losing weight again? Weight loss is hard. I always end up putting it back on. I always have to restrict myself when I lose weight. I do well during the week and I fuck it up on the weekends. I can't go out with my friends and enjoy myself. I have to cut out all carbs. I have to cut out all fat. My body is stubborn at losing fat. I can't lose fat because... What are the thoughts that you tell yourself? I'm so slow in losing weight. There's no point. My body just isn't made for losing weight. Nothing works for me. So you're bringing, I want you to understand this, okay? So do that. Feelings and thoughts. What are the feelings about weight loss that you have? What are the thoughts about weight loss that you have? You're bringing all this baggage into your future journey, and when you're starting again with your weight loss, that weight loss journey, when you're starting again, every diet that you start, you're bringing all this baggage in, right? All those thoughts and all those beliefs. So what result do you think that you're going to get? If you think that I can't lose weight, if your thoughts are I can't lose weight, what do you think that's going to result? Do you think that you're going to lose weight? And even if you do lose weight, because this is what happens, there's a little bit of weight loss that happens on the scale, and then you're like, oh, it was just a fluke. It was just a fluke. It didn't, like, it wasn't anything that you could have possibly done to cause this. You don't take responsibility for your successes or your failures, right? Or you overly take responsibility. Sorry. So now let's look at, this is the other side of it. Okay, this is the vision mastery part, where you must look at how you want your relationship with weight loss to be, your weight loss journey. How do you want that to look? Because you get to decide how that looks. I know you don't think so, but you get to decide how you want weight loss to look. And when it comes to mastery or something, when it comes to success and reality creation, that's where we act from. We act from those feelings and thoughts that align with our goals of weight loss, okay? Or whatever goals you have for yourself. So I want you to think about now, get out your notepad and journal, how do you want weight loss to feel for you? And really be intentional and conscious about this process. Don't just do it to do it. Be intentional. How do you want weight loss to feel? Do you want it to feel exciting? Do you want it to feel hopeful, doable, fun, easy? How do you want it to feel? And don't kind of filter yourself or limit yourself. Just write how you desire it to feel for you. Okay. Peaceful, hopeful, optimistic, interesting. And if you're having trouble with feelings, I'm going to tell you what to do in a second. So you're going to do that for feelings, and then you're going to do the same thing with thoughts, like we did with your current reality of what you believe about weight loss. What thoughts do you want to think about your weight loss journey that you feel would be supportive of you in your journey to weight loss? Okay. What thoughts do you think would be supportive on your journey that would make you stay the course for the rest of your life, right? Supportive instead of destructive. So there would be things along the line of, I'll just throw you a few: weight loss is possible for me. Other people have lost weight and kept it off, so I can too. I can lose weight and keep it off. I can easily eat when I'm hungry and stop when I'm full. Food is always available to me whenever I want it, so I don't need to eat it all now. Food isn't good or bad. Food tastes better when I'm actually hungry for it. I don't eat my feelings. I feel my feelings. all foods are neutral and have no charge. I can easily have foods in the house and not feel the need to eat them unless I desire to. I don't need to eat these foods in massive amounts because I know that food's always available. What are the thoughts that you desire to have that would make you feel excited to have on your weight loss journey? You get to decide whatever you want them to be. And if you're having trouble with this, one tip that I have for you is think about or look at what you've written down for the feelings and the thoughts of what you currently think and feel. And the opposite of that will be what you desire, right? So, for example, if you say weight loss is hard, the opposite of that would be weight loss can be easy. I'm open to weight loss being easy. Even that thought, I'm open to weight loss being easy, feels better than weight loss is hard, right? So find something that is somewhat believable for you. We'll go into beliefs, in future episodes in terms of how to find the right beliefs to practice for yourself. But in general now, just write down, don't overthink it. Just write down beliefs that you feel would be supportive for you on your goal of weight loss. Okay. It could be weight loss is easier than I think, right? That can be one. So do the opposite of what you currently believe. That's an easy way to do it, a little hack. So you may not believe those thoughts fully right now, and that's okay. Again, we'll go through how to tweak your thoughts. So I want you to sit with each of those beliefs, these new beliefs that you want to program into yourself, right? Into your identity and really embody. And I want you to start with the first one. And I want you to ask yourself, how would it feel to think and believe that thought? I want you to sit with that thought. For example, weight loss is easy. I want you to just sit with it for a minute. You can put a timer on your phone, just sit with it. I want you to be, if I believed that weight loss was easy, how would that feel? And just sit with it in your body. You may, there might be resistance to it. There may be defenses that come up. That's fine. Okay. We're not trying to change anything. I just want you to relax into it for a minute and just think about how your weight loss journey would be different if you actually believed that thought and felt those feelings that you desire to feel. So take it one by one thought by one thought, and just really embody that for each belief for 1 minute and just sit with it. How would it feel if I actually did embody this belief, if I felt this way about weight loss? And then I want you to ask yourself after you've done that, but what behaviors, like how would I be differently in regards to my weight loss journey? How would I show up differently if I did believe these things? For example, if you believed that you could have food in the house and not feel the need to binge on them all, your behaviors around food would be different. If you felt ease around food and your belief was, I can have food in the house whenever I like because I don't need to binge it all at once because I know that it's always available, your behaviors around food will mean you're not hoarding food, but also it's just easy. You have food in the house. That's your behavior. You have food in the house and you grab it when you want, and when you don't grab it. Right? Your behaviors around food would be totally different. If you believe that you could eat whatever you wanted when you'd go out to restaurants, your behavior would be to eat whatever you wanted off the menu instead of having to go for the salad or whatever it is. So my point around this is your feelings and beliefs create your reality and they dictate the behavior that you do. But a lot of us try to actually start our journey by just changing our behaviors. I'm just going to start drinking green juices every day. I'm going to start getting up early. I'm going to start doing the things that I think I should be doing, but your thoughts are the same. Your beliefs are the same, and they anchor you down and they hold you down because your beliefs are going to dictate what you have in your reality. Okay. And we're going to go deeper into this in future episodes because I'm going to break down what a belief is, and it's really important, but not in this episode. The beliefs that you have are going to dictate your reality, right? They're going to reflect your reality. And so it's really important that you realize changing your behavior is not going to do anything. We've got to start on a mind level. Okay. I want you to think of a recipe. And if I'm wanting to make chocolate cake, for example, if I get a Scotch fillet steak and mashed potatoes and I try to make chocolate cake out of that, it's not going to make fucking chocolate cake. Right? It's never going to make it. It doesn't matter how many times I try to get a different type of steak. I can try with Scotch fillet steak. I can try with T-bone steak, and I'm trying with skillet steak, and I'm trying with all these different red meats, and it still doesn't make chocolate cake. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what am I doing wrong? I don't get it. And you're beating yourself up. That's the equivalent. You're beating yourself up because the ingredients that you're trying to make chocolate cake with are not the ingredients that makes chocolate cake. And then you're like, oh, but I just need to find the perfect red meat and it will make my chocolate cake. I just need to find that perfect piece of steak. And it's like, no, this is the equivalent of what you do. You think I just need to find that perfect diet that works for me. And I'm saying it's not about the diet. It's not about the food. I'm saying you've got the wrong ingredients there. It's not going to make you chocolate cake. It doesn't matter, right? You got to change the ingredients. You got to change the ingredients. The feelings and thoughts that you hold now are not going to take you where you want to go into the future in terms of being the weight that you want to be, the version of you that you want to be. You have got to change your feelings and thoughts, because your feelings plus thoughts equals reality. There's no way in hell that you can feel anxious around food and believe I can never lose weight and have a healthy relationship with food and lose weight for the rest of your life, because they're contradictory. They're contradicting realities. There's no chance. You've got to change your feelings and thoughts to align with what it is that you want, to align with that reality of weighing that amount that you're wanting to weigh. Right? Really important. And I use this recipe analogy because I feel like it works really, really well, right? So before you even begin your weight loss journey, you've got to do the mindset piece. You've got to do the mindset piece. So important. I hope that you feel relieved about this, because you know your weight loss attempts haven't been because you're a failure or that there's something wrong with you, but instead you've been using the wrong ingredients for the recipe that you're wanting to create. I hope that this makes you feel more at ease instead of stressed out. Okay, because it's not meant to make you feel stressed out. It's meant to be like, fuck, like now I realize it's not about the food. It's about what I'm telling myself. And if my beliefs aren't in alignment with what I want, it makes sense to me that I'm not going to get the recipe that I want. That makes total sense, right? So that means that what you need to do is practice believing and feeling that with those thoughts and those feelings that are aligned with the version of you that you want to be. Simple, right? And it's a practice. Okay. So the right ingredients are practicing the thoughts that are going to align you with the version of you that weighs the amount that you're wanting to weigh, right? That weight loss is easy for. So this is so important. So go into your next journey practicing these new beliefs, right? Whatever diet you're wanting to do, okay? Eat when you're hungry, stop when you're full, calorie counting, whatever it is. You want to go into the nutritional protocol that you're using with the practicing these newfound beliefs. Okay, so insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. We know that quote. I say that insanity is thinking the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Okay, so with every belief, these new beliefs that you have, and maybe create 5 to 8 new beliefs. Okay, start with 5 new beliefs that you're wanting to practice implementing and embodying in your life that reflect the version of you that you desire to be, or not even the version of you that you desire to be, the version of you that is the weight that you want to weigh. Okay. I want you to ask yourself, what small step can I take today to begin embodying this belief? What small step today can I begin embodying today to begin embodying this belief? Okay, for example, the thought, food is always available to me whenever I desire it, so I don't need to eat it all at once. How can you begin embodying this belief today? Maybe you can practice having the food in the house and reminding yourself of that. Perhaps you can spend a minute closing your eyes and feeling what it's like to believe that for a minute and embody that version of you and just align with that version of you. Getting into that state of mind, state shifting, identity shifting is very powerful. Okay. So what other beliefs do we have here? I'm just going to use another as an example. If I stay consistent and keep putting in the daily work, the weight will come off. So when can you practice these beliefs, right? This is another thing. You can practice this beliefs at a particular time, such as when you're about to step on the scale and the scale maybe doesn't say something that you're wanting to, the feedback that you're wanting, you can practice saying it then, right? You can be like, okay, so I may be frustrated that this is the reality right now. And also I know that if I stay consistent and I keep putting in the work, that the reality of this, sorry, I just got a notification. I know that if I keep putting in the work, the daily work, the weight will come off. I just need to keep going. So it's about practicing these new beliefs. In upcoming episodes, I'm going to share with you how to do this. Can't chuck everything in one episode. However, just start. Just ask yourself the question, how can I begin embodying this belief today? What's one small step that I can take today to start embodying this belief? It may just be practicing the belief. And again, it's not going to feel believable 100% because your belief is the opposite of that right now that you believe in, and you're clinging onto it, and there's emotion attached to the current belief. So I get that, and we're going to work through that in upcoming episodes. But just try it on for size and see how you go. Okay, I hope that this has been helpful. You cannot change your reality by keeping the same beliefs that you hold. We have to mourn those beliefs. We have to grieve those beliefs and really shift them. We have to shift them in order for you to step into a new reality with weight, with your body, with food. Okay, it's so important. Please let me know how you found this episode. I hope this helps. And if this did help, I would appreciate it if you shared it with at least one person. That's all I ask, one person. It helps get my work out there. And I really do want the weight loss industry to shift in the way that it approaches weight loss, because I don't think weight loss is the devil. I don't believe dieting per se is the devil. Okay, but I believe that nutrition isn't it. We need to look beyond nutrition into mindset mastery and emotional mastery. Okay, I think those are the 3 pillars of weight loss that are really important, along with self-love and self-mastery. I think that's important as well. So we have to look beyond the nutrition piece, and this is what I'm going to preach to the death on this podcast. So I hope that you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys want specific questions or topics that you want me to cover, please let me know. Mal@beyondbinge.com. Send me an email there, and I will be sure to chuck it on the next podcast. Or all right, guys, I'll speak to you in the next one. Have a great day. Bye.